Okay, y'all. I'm sorry for sounding so quiet here, but I just want to make this little thing about the. There's this video I made 4 years ago where I talked about saying, like, if I was voting for president, I'd be voting for Trump. I just can't anymore. I cannot say I uphold to that statement anymore. Here's the thing. With all these things that Trump's been going around saying lately about, like, not liking, like, LGBTQ people, it just makes me uncomfortable. Here's the thing. Back 4 years ago, I was actually homophobic and transphobic. But here's the thing. Since I was about 11 years old, I've dealt with identity issues. Well, I've dealt with identity issues my whole life, but yeah. But back when I was 11 or so, that's when I first found interest in the thought of being a girl. So that's when I learned what transgender is and stuff like that. I actually learned about it at probably a young age at the time. And yeah, like, I was dealing with dysphoria at a young age, but like, there were some things that happened and it caused me to try to suppress my feelings for a really long time. And I went to, so I just kind of went along with it. But I just got more and more depressed as the time went on. Like, really, the year Trump was inaugurated, I was, like, horribly depressed. It was for different reasons, but I was depressed. And then, like, around last year or so, the dysphoria began to come back full, like, in a noticeable form. And, like, the fantasy never went away, like, for me to be a girl in the first place. But it just kind of came back full swing that year. And then this year is when the dysphoria got to the point that I just had to take action upon it. So I went out right when the lockdown started, or it was a little bit after, I guess, and bought some girls' clothes, and I fell in love with it instantly. Like, I initially thought I may have just been a feminine boy, but now that I think about it more, I think I'm actually trans. Like, yeah, it's a lot to think about, but yeah, it's funny to think that something I used to be really, like I tried to be against for so long, even though I deep down knew something wasn't right with me thinking that. But now, I fully support LGBTQ plus people. I cannot act like I'm against it anymore. It's hard to deal with it. And yeah, it's a lot to think about. And that is part of the reason why I cannot support Trump anymore. I'm not going to say that I particularly care that much for either side, but my plan is to vote for Biden because of that, and just it's just a lot of what Trump goes around saying just seems way too much like Trump to me seems like a cult, and it just makes me uncomfortable. Like, my family pressures me into supporting Trump because of fossil fuels and stuff. Like, Trump will keep people in work. I'm like that does worry me a bit. But at the same time, I cannot vote for somebody who has that potential to make me more depressed. I just cannot do it. So, yeah. This is a very stark contrast to what I did 4 years ago. But that's what I'm saying. I've matured since then. Like, yeah, I am not using a face cam because I am so pre-transition that looking at my face is hard for me. It is. I don't like looking at my face. And looking at old pictures of me, it makes me cringe. I'm being serious. But yeah. I'm sorry for being so quiet in this video. But that's because people in the house are asleep and I just really want to get this video out. But yeah. But yeah. I'm just gonna say, I personally cannot support Trump anymore. And it's been like that for a while. I've been meaning to make this video for a bit, but that's what I want to say. But please, just hope we're out of this pandemic soon. Just take care, y'all. Hope everything turns out well. Have a good one, y'all. Good night.